start.
I mean, I really like my character, but if I have to play him the way I built him, he's probably gonna die.
You don't have to. Should not consider that while building him. That's like an afterthought. And be like, yeah, this is what my character would do. Also, it would totally kill him, but
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Dude,
Or just be like Dave and put no thought into any of it and just die anyway.
there's nothing
No.
wrong with creating a character intended to be only a short-lived character.
That's
Nothing
what
wrong
Bush was. I had a feeling he was going to die.
Well, you kind of played him so that you made sure the party wanted to kill
what do
him.
you mean? Yeah, what do you mean you had a feeling? You went out to try and assassinate Ryan's character.
I was going to splash acid in his face. There's a difference.
You were gonna try and kill my character?
Do you
No,
not
I was
remember
just
that?
splashing acid in your face. I was going to, like, horribly disfigure you.
We
But you
were
wouldn't die.
we were looting the dragon. That Helm was teleporting around through the shadows, and he was trying to grab the dragon blood to throw it in your face.
No, it was the goo from the eyeball. I tried to bring out the eyeball. and
I do.
ruined
That's
it.
right.
And, it smelled
And that's
so
where you
good.
got the dagger of Maleki.
Yep. So he served a purpose.
Did we lose Lawrence?
No, man.
Oh.
I just got a notification on my phone that Adam added an unknown person to the chat, and I was trying to figure out who it was. I don't know. Everybody's on there. All you are on there. No one else. I don't know what it was, but
An unknown person to the chat, huh?
yeah, that's what my phone just said.
Yeah,
Must
mine
be
said
because
something.
Canada's foreign.
Maybe he is listed as the White Blur.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Canada has chosen not to self-identify.
When I type in Chris, it pops up with his Hotmail and his Gmail, and I just blind fired. I didn't pay attention.
I'm worried about it.
Man, this is right. I had like 4 health left at the end of the campaign. I kept using Armor of Agatha.
Yeah, that kept you from being knocked down. That's for sure.
I cast it as a level 3. Damn it!
So you go unconscious. Nope. I get 15 health.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I thought I had you. I was like, yep, yeah, the temporary health. That's fair. Yeah, you kill him, you survive. So, welcome back to the finale. Current campaign of D&D in Alabar. We return to our heroes in a somber moment. 2 of their comrades lay dead. One sacrificed by the ritual magic to banish the demon soul. The other fallen in the course of bringing that very demon low to the point where the ritual would work. Baracus had attempted self-sacrifice instead of being used as a pawn by the demon itself. Arthur, near death, utilized his warlock arcane magics to overpower his foe by use of overpowering defense. Figuring he couldn't hit the guy with any blasts, let him instead get himself hit.
The most brilliant offensive thing that Dave has done.
It was impressive. It was impressive.
I had disadvantage. I didn't know what to do.
Especially pumped up. I mean, that thing did some damage at a 5th level.
And they had evasion, so I was like, okay, he either needs to fail a will save, or I mean a wisdom save, or he needs to hit me.
Well, he had no problem hitting you. Stop hitting yourself. Pretty much what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Belmar stands up, attempts to revive one of his companions, but finds Trevok's soul unwilling. At peace with his final victory. As the party stands in the shadowed and now messily exploded, erupted earth, and various blasts all about the room, they feel a shudder run through their bodies, physically almost, as the room itself seems to remold and reshape. almost as if losing a tether to whatever realm it had once connected to. Between one blink of an eye and the other, you find yourselves in the familiar throne room where you first attacked the vampire lords running the iron steps. You look down, you see your former half-elven companion turn to the shadow. You see your badger, your gnomish friend and your dwarven friend lying cold upon the stones, unmoving. When you return to the surface, what will it be? Will a new day finally have dawned in the Iron Steppes? Who of your friends have survived? What happens next? You tell me.
Well, I'm dead, so I can't do shit.
I know. I need one of the three living people to talk to me.
Out of curiosity, before they leave, did Morningstar break with Trevok?
Did it break?
Yeah. One of your comments when you were typing was, "This'll hurt both of us," in dialogue between Morningstar and Trevok. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Morningstar looks like it's still there. That's all I can tell you.
Free celestial weapon. Trevok's not gonna fight you for it.
Well, clearly go to Brackus, right? Because he's a celestial.
Sure, I'll pick it up.
You do not get the sense of magic from it.
I'll stick it in my bag of holding.
I'm going to say, well, that was a hell of a task.
A little respect for the fallen, maybe?
Oh, Badger, you did well. Retiring you behind Jax. Fought the good fight.
Of course, at the end, everyone was willing to make the sacrifice. Especially you, Brackus. You tried.
Not gonna be a tool of the darkness.
Truly an selfless task. Or act.
And the needs of the many outweigh my own. Suppose we should go see Mom.
Do you think we'll have pretty beaten up? Do you think we can make it back to Mom without being touched?
At this point, I was still looking over Badger. I'm gonna go. I believe he had a bandolier of healing potions.
You'd have to ask Ryan what he had on him.
Oh, really? After I retire the character?
Hey, you picked everything up.
I literally just gave him, last rites, put him in the folder of, finished character campaigns. Only 2 character sheets for Jax, a character sheet for Valak, which we never did shit with, and now Badger. Alright, Badger had on him 6 vials of holy water and a bandolier, 2 vials of undead in a bandolier, 4 antidotes.
Essentially, it was crisscrossed with bandoliers. Yes.
Yep. Poison resist. Do you guys want to know? Are you gonna take this stuff?
I'm just trying to get the healing potions. I thought you picked those up because there's a bandolier here, bandolier of healing potions in that room.
Yeah, someone grabbed them from the safe room, but
Someone grabbed them. I didn't. I had holy water, antidotes, and vials of undead, along with all of my magical gear.
I think I actually might have. I think I have a bunch. Do you know how many spells left? I just don't.
I have spells. No, I also have a few healing potions. So yeah, I'm gonna get up and approach Baracus and Urfer, and yeah, I'll toss them each a healing potion and say, "You both fought well. Thank you for helping restore the balance." And I make sure to look from each one of you, and then I go back to Badger.
I'll say this is a great evil that has been felled. I would love to share a drink with you guys and perhaps start a business. Look at Lawrence's face.
Still looking down at Badger. Now is not the time for business. There's too much to be done. I'm gonna hoist Badger up. I'm gonna kind of gesture to Trevok and Helm. And you guys want to help me with these guys?
Of course. I'll help. Are we going to carry the bodies all the way back to Mom?
The strongest one among you is carrying the smallest body. I just like that.
Yeah, but we're Druid bros. He knows that. I went to bat for his god, and he went to bat for mine.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, I'm gonna drink this potion I was given. What am I rolling for that?
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta plug my phone in. I want to continue to watch the ass whooping I'm giving Lawrence.
I think it was just a regular healing potion. I have to look that up.
I have it greater. You want it?
No, I'm just gonna heal myself for a 5th level spell.
That works.
For 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Just gonna drop a 5th level spell after the big baddie. Don't worry.
Well, my 5th level is necrotic, and I had a feeling it would not work on him.
It wouldn't have.
Lawrence, did I forget. Did I use 3 spells? I don't think I.
You used up all your 5th level, and then you took the mana potion and used your 3rd level.
Okay, so I'll use my Rod of the Keeper and to get a spell slot back. Just in case.
Yep. End of the campaign, I'm going to ambush you on the way out. Nobody gets out. Nobody survives.
Heal for 39.
Alright.
And then I'll heal. I'll use a greater.
What?
A greater
Darker
healing potion.
greater?
I have in my notes 4 vials, dark red, greater healing potion.
Huh.
I'll heal for 24.
I'm up 27.
Look at that. Everybody's healed up. Yay!
I will grab Trevok, I guess, and try to drag him out. I'm not very strong.
Yeah, and I'll help with Trevok.
Just leaving Helm.
I have no affiliation to Helm.
It's true.
In defense of Trevok, most of his stuff was left behind, and I don't think he cares about the plate armor he's wearing.
Yeah, that's right, because he doesn't have any gear on, except for the plate armor. If you took the plate armor off, you could carry him alone, Baracus. But
That would take 10 minutes.
well, it takes 10 minutes to take it off properly. If you just slice through the cinches, it falls right off.
cut through the bandings. It's not like he fucking needs it.
Well, I think we all have bags of holding.
How are you gonna fit plate armor into a bag of holding?
Or are you trying to fit an unarmored dwarf in a bag of holding?
Hey man,
He doesn't need to breathe.
I was gonna fit the armor because I figured it broke down into many pieces that were small or that were smaller than the opening. But if they're not smaller than the opening, then that's fine.
Breastplates don't break down.
They don't fold like origami.
It could be like a top half and a lower half. I don't know. What's a bick look like?
You can fit a body in there. They're mashable, so they'll maneuver around until you
Really?
get it. Yeah.
Really, the body can fit, but the breastplate can't.
Yeah, because he's saying you can like stick the arm in and then shove the head in and then shove the other arm
Yeah,
in.
you can manipulate it to get it in.
Yeah.
Plate armor is like you can fit pieces of the plate armor, but breastplate is not going to bend, compress in any way.
Also, we laugh about it, but last campaign with the dwarf, I got a vampire in a portable hole, and I believe in the book with portable holes, it specifies that you can breathe in there for an hour just in case you have to hide from something. So,
No, I think it's 10 minutes.
I saw online some group, their DM had allowed them to build within the portable hole, and they'd created essentially a series of floors and bunk beds with a winding stair ladder down.
What?
And they put like a straw or some kind of hose through the opening, so they always had airflow coming in. And they just have one guy outside on watch, and that's how they made camp.
that's pretty ingenious. I like it.
So it was like they had a reed like coming out of the water.
Essentially, but it needed big enough so that it can actually get airflow in. But yeah.
Built-in safe room kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, you get ambushed, that your guy on watch dies or gets captured. All you do is have to fold up the hole and they've got you all. And you're dead from asphyxiation, but you know.
So
Yes, but
sounds like rope trick would probably be a lot better than a portable hole base.
Anywho, so what are you doing? We're all walking out.
Yes.
Are all the bodies accounted for?
I can't
Nobody's
walk.
walking home.
If you guys tell me to, I will grab Helm.
Elmar doesn't really know Helm either. Pretty sure.
Enough to
Yeah,
know, what he's
It's
done.
just Brachus.
Because I was there when everything went down. I saw him like pretty much sacrifice himself to get that vampire lord.
Yeah, true.
Baracus is indifferent towards Helm.
Helm wasn't a nice guy. He was better than Grush, but
I'm gonna leave him.
wow, after he helped defeat that dragon for you and everything too.
The dragon and the vampire is still.
Wow. No respect for Helm.
Yeah, I know.
He was like, you can disrespect Urfer, that's fine, but Helm, man, come on.
God, well, that's my plan for the next guy. Is to be as likable as possible because he's a bard. You have to like bards.
Oh God.
He's a bardladin. As we're walking out, I'm gonna go over to Travox things and say this coin purse would be a great offering to Maleki.
Do the gods of nature dabble in coin?
Temples can always use coin to greater their cause.
Shows how much I know. I'd put it towards rebuilding this town, but
For the record, if you guys are gonna make donations, Badger had like 964 platinum.
I ignored that and went and took Travox.
Oh, I had that in the back of my mind, but considering you're being dragged out, I was gonna grab that later.
I'm just
He doesn't need that.
Yoink.
Well, I'm
fucking steal it. You give it to a good cause.
taking Travox, and I'm gonna donate it to Maliki.
I mean, you could use it to pay back that guy that got all that salt with no warning.
Mike, I'm leaving my gold in your possession, seeing as you're carrying me.
Cool.
I don't need to pay back anyone.
Good cause.
I paid up front for that salt.
I had 964 platinum, 260 gold, and then just random. Alright, write this down. 964 platinum, 260 gold, 38, was it Electrium or something like that?
Electrum.
Electrum, 97 silver, and 28 copper.
Mike, how much coin did you pilfer from my body?
I only took 1,000 to try to reincarnate you.
1,000 gold.
Yep.
All right.
So how much is left?
991 platinum.
See? Money isn't the only thing, guys. See? You were the richest guys in the group. They gave it all up for something greater. More satisfaction out of that than living for the money.
I didn't even care to upgrade my basic bitch plate armor.
Oh, I'll also grab Flame Tongue.
I'm gonna make sure that the dagger of Malaki is accounted for.
The dagger, the war pick of the lion,
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
the short bow.
yeah. Ryan was our little magic mule.
Magic Mule was just better than you, so I got gear.
As we go to leave the room, I am gonna turn back towards Helm. Do you both just intend to leave him?
Burn it. Burn the body.
Why? What is he to you?
A fallen comrade, another hero that sacrificed themselves trying to restore balance.
Oh, he fucked that up, didn't he?
Hey, he made your Vampire Lord fight a whole lot easier.
Mm-hmm. And the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon, definitely. That one surprised me.
I just want to see Mike like going through my gear and just find like the scroll of Druidic Comprehension, just a single tier.
All right, I'll grab Helm. Let's get going.
All right, dragging your fallen comrades
And some of their loot.
and some of their gear. You find yourselves back on the surface level, walking out of the courtyard. See daybreak overhead. Blue skies and not a sign of darkness or clouds to be found. Perception checks.
Worth it. Worth dying for.
And give me wisdom checks, everybody alive, too.
Wait, so I can make a perception but not a wisdom?
You could perceive away. You're at a bit of a disadvantage. But
Well, you just said perception everyone and wisdom those that are alive.
all right. You all hear the sound of what appears to be cheering and celebration coming from over the castle walls. Not loud, but you suppose there are living people left in the city after all. At the sign of daybreak, they've come out to celebrate. Belmar and Baracus, you both come to the realization that the darkness was caused by a connection to the abyssal realm, and that in slaying and banishing the beast, you've snapped that connection, opening iron steps back to the material plane fully. You walk through the city, you see many a body, many a pile of ash. You also see survivors. You see people coming out in ones and twos, slightly larger groups coming out from boarded up buildings, cheering and crying their joy to the heavens as you march solemnly down with your fallen companions.
The heavens didn't do that, it was us!
You're dead.
You approach Imam's shop to find a similar sight. People come pouring forth, weakened but joyful. You spot Lily Tightfingers kneeling in prayer. You watch Svokald help a weakened and limping Imam walk out from the building, joy in his heart. Their eyes alight when they see you. You've done it! Welcome back. A little bit. That's why I'm playing the music, man. Trying to bring that moment home. Beautiful moment.
At a grave cost, but a willing one. Trevok and Badger both gave their lives.
Their sacrifice will not be in vain. Yes, very grateful we are. Don't know how you did it, but thank you. What will you do now? You help stay and rebuild?
I'm gonna walk up to Imam, and he's obviously still quite frail, right?
Yes, yeah, he looks greatly weakened.
I'm gonna cast Restoration on him to see if it'll help him a bit.
Okay. As you do so, he definitely seems to be reinvigorated to some degree, though definitely not back to the state you're used to seeing him in.
And I'm going to try to pour a 5th level spell into him. Like we did previously.
Alright. You do so and you see him straighten up quite a bit more. Thank you, my friends.
This town will need a leader. I unfortunately have other matters to attend to.
Sweet Jesus, I was waiting for Dave to be like, this town will need a leader. I volunteer.
I actually
You're the man to
didn't.
talk to about salt. You need...
Hold on,
If you-
I wasn't there
Fall
yet.
down the bodies. They won't stink as bad.
I've got
know
a
a
salt
guy.
for that. I've got a salt for that.
I've done quite a few things for my patron. I was thinking about starting a business for myself. Would you be interested in any salt? Would it help in the cleaning of the purifying of the town?
You get confused looks from everybody that overheard that. And Mom just kind of stares at you for a bit. I'm sure salt will be necessary at some point, but I don't think we're in any position to be opening up new ventures with anybody yet.
Well, I will be back, and I have a connection with a salt mine, so just send word, and I will be there with help or with salt.
You are an insufferable little man, you know that?
Thank you for your help.
You ever think about like the logistics of what Dave is going through? Like we literally just severed a connection with the abyssal realm.
Well, Dave
Two
didn't make that wisdom
companions
check.
that he's known from the beginning are dead.
Dave failed that wisdom check, so he doesn't know about the connection.
Still,
It's finally daylight. That should be a fucking tip-off.
great atrocities have just been dealt with and whatnot. And again, fallen compatriots. And Dave shows up and is like, "I've got a startup I'd like to talk to you about."
Yeah. I have a GoFundMe. It's not necessarily a GoFundMe because I already have it.
I'm just
But
saying.
that building
your
right there is
options
fucked
open.
up. So I'll take it. Cool?
I just got his big purse. Can I buy it?
It's Dave. He's like, "Wait,
I have
the previous
900
owner?
platinum. I didn't take it off the dead guy, I swear.
How much for that factory? For that warehouse?
Dave,
Oh my
buy
God.
it."
And you're laughing. I'm making fun of you because you don't know how to fucking RP in the slightest.
Just because my priorities are slightly askew.
Also, let's not act like Dave would buy a new venture. He'd be like, "So, what's the nearest business-like building that someone died in?"
Oh my God. I wish I was
This-
alive.
This one's
That's
just
my
pile
job.
of ashes. Anybody got a broom?
Pointedly turning away from Urfer, Imam turns to Baracus and Belmar. How would you like to honor your dead? We would be honored to perform a ceremony if we are able.
I will first tend to the wounded, and then I'm going to tend to the dead. I would be happy to give everyone last rites.
Mistress Tightfingers is already working on that. Your help will surely be welcome. As you are now heroes of Ironstep, as far as I'm concerned, and all of these others who know.
Well, Badger would probably just want to be given back to nature after the ceremony, of course.
Perception checks.
19.
16.
I'm not used to this. I'm not. You're like, all right, everybody checks, and I'm like, oh, right.
Alright, you all three get the sense of a set of eyes staring at you intently. And you can feel an impressive person behind that gaze. Somebody of magnitude. As you turn to look over your shoulders, you see a tall, cowled-looking figure. Urfer, you don't recognize him. Baracus, Belmar, give me a wisdom check. Or an insight check, whichever is higher for you.
17.
Adam, don't give him ideas. God damn it. I want Badger to, like,
Have a
go
shrine
the
and a
way a
statue.
druid should go.
The other two, you recognize him from brief encounters. It's Doranus, the Archdruid. Just looking for any signs of recognition there. Chris's face, and Mike was just kind of staring at me. Man.
I had water in my mouth.
It's like, alright, never mind.
Right now, Lord's is going, okay, I'm going to take this away from Dave's hands. I'm going to introduce things that will make the dead characters happy.
Good
See?
lord, Dave.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I get emotional about a character that I play. And it's like, oh yeah, your grandfather died. It's the circle of life.
Dave's in the back of the funeral home. Holding
Holding up a cat.
He just punched me and said, "Shut up, Dave." But then later,
You're lucky that's all he did.
his parents were like, "He's a good friend. He made you laugh. Like he's trying to help."
Yeah, they feel
Anyways,
kind of like the kid with Down syndrome who shows up and tries to like make light of the situation. It's like, oh, he tried. That's what they did.
Tyrannus walks up, looks down at Badger's body, and turns to Belmar. Did you learn your lessons?
With a solemn expression, I turned to him. More than I imagined I would.
That is good. I will take Badger so he can be interred with the other great druids. He has done a great deed. You are welcome to come if you wish.
I give a good nod with that.
Turns to the rest of you. I do not know if you wish to honor him yourselves before I take him. But if not, I will take him now.
I will commune with Paylor to have him extend his thanks. I'll just put a hand on his forehead.
You can actually commune with your god. You must tell us your secret. The world is uneven. The wheel has been righted somewhat here, but the balance has been shifted.
I had assumed once we... Wait. Hold on, let me try. Anyway, I place my hand on Badger's forehead and just start trying to communicate with Paylor.
You get nothing.
By God. What the hell happened?
Tyrannus nods solemnly. Already I receive reports of great avatars appearing across the land. It seems the gods have been cast from their plane and now walk among us. It will be an interesting time before they regain their seats.
Well, I suppose when I'm done here, I must find him.
I'm sure he will welcome you into his army. And I wish you luck. He bends down and gently picks up Badger's body. I will honor your friend. He is a great one. Belmar, are you coming?
Yes, in just a moment. I'm going to go over to the bodies of Trevok and Helm and give a silent prayer, then rejoin Tyrannus. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to approach Urfer and Baracus. Looking to Baracus. Baracus, your sacrifice. It's incredible what you're willing to do for this plane. Please, walk proudly with, what's your god's name again?
Paylor.
With Paylor. Turn to Urfer. Urfer, you fought well. Better than myself. Please don't let that tongue of yours get you in too much trouble.
Don't belittle your deeds, friend.
That I give a nod and rejoin Tyrannus.
Sorry, Badger. I'm needed here. Rest easy, friend.
And I'll say a silent prayer to Badger, thinking about all the great deeds that he's done compared to me.
Oh, you didn't actually want to go through them?
No, I can't think of them all.
This is too long.
I saw that tear wipe, Brian. Can't hide it.
And I'll go to Trevok and do the same. Live long, fellow. Good life. At the end, you gave everything. Your wisdom is vast. And I'll look at home and I'll say, the best of intentions, I guess.
The epitaph for every Dave's character. Seeing that you're done, Tyrannus nods solemnly and turns, walking towards the gates of the city, carrying Badger's body.
I give a final nod to each of them, and I follow Tyrannus.
Alright, Belmar, as you and Tyrannus reach the city gate and start walking out towards the woods, you notice a leather-clad armored figure running up, a small short sword at his side. Oh! You know who the victors were here?
It was you and all of us.
Yes, but whoever fought them, do you know where they can be found?
I gesture to Badger. It was him. 2 more up at the town. There will be a ceremony for them tonight. And
Where in the town?
Go by a mum's shop. Seems to be where they're gathering.
Can you give me better directions than Imam's shop?
I give him directions.
Yeah. With a curt nod, he literally runs off into the city. Tyrannus nods to you, gestures to a tree as you both walk into it. Back at Imam's shop. As Baracus helps Lily tend to the injured and those recovering and those who did not make it, the crowd around the shop only grows as word and tale of what you've done spreads. You're surprised to see a curt, military-looking man in leather armor and a short sword at his side run up, approaching Imam, gesturing around at the people all around, including yourselves. You can give me a perception check to try to overhear him.
14.
You catch essentially a set of introductions, and that you gather the gist that the man is looking for the heroes of the Iron Steps and asking where they are among the crowd. As you clearly listen in, you catch Mom's eyes flicker to the two of you, unsure of whether or not to reveal your presence.
You're looking for me?
The man turned sharply. You one of the heroes of the Iron Steps?
The real heroes died down there.
I heard there was
I guess
another
I am.
survivor with you.
Where is that little guy?
You're in the crowd. You can choose to blend in and disappear or come out. Your choice.
I am purposely not calling you out to give you freedom here.
I'm gonna say, friend, where are you going?
What?
I'm gonna go after Baracus and ask where he's going. Because did I overhear everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm very confused. I was like, what?
I'm gonna say, well, you just missed half of them. The druids carrying one of the bodies of our fallen friends, but I played a small part.
Damn, I wish I'd known that. That dwarf or that man were one of you. Anyways, here's your official summons. He holds out a scroll.
Summons?
Yes. The High Lord Emperor of Damaris summons you to the court.
Who's the High Lord? I'll open it and read it.
It appears to be quite the bit of political, bureaucratic, a lot of praise for the Emperor of Damaris, giving him addendum title after title after title, which by the time you get through them all, you feel like half the page is just addressing how great this Emperor is. Finally, you get to the important bit. Hereby summons the heroes of the Iron Steps, as predicted through the clairvoyance of the Damaran mages, that they attend forthwith the Emperor's seat in Damaris, capital city of Damaris, to come with all haste to be at the pleasure of the Emperor.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's the Emperor's first name?
It doesn't say it.
Does not say?
No.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna say, where was he?
The military courier looks at you. What do you mean, where was he?
I mean, he sounds really impressive. I was wondering if this was a problem for him, why he didn't resolve it himself.
This is not Damaran lands.
Oh, I must have gotten mistaken.
He raises an eyebrow. I'll return to my unit. You're expected as soon as possible.
With great haste, sir.
He turns and strides from the crowd.
Never heard of that guy. So what are you doing, Brachus?
If you gotta befuddled by this whole situation, I'm going to... I'll take care of the dead, and I guess I'll have to see what this is about. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to drop 500 platinum into Mom's hand. I think you people need this more than me. Make sure it goes to the right place.
This is a vast fortune, my friend. Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
You've given so much to us already.
Well, see to it that a temple of a mom is a mom. See to it that a temple of Paelor is resurrected somewhere here, and we'll call it even.
Shall be done. Thank you. And he not only bows at the waist, but then gets down to his knees and bows low to you.
No. I stop him in the bow. You don't know. Not you, friend. I pick him back up.
You're truly heroes of the Iron Steps. And all here shall know it.
This seems urgent, so I'd like to give the fallen their last rites and set off.
We'll find horses for you. Are you both going?
That didn't sound that urgent. I think I might head to Forge Hollow.
You're a free man. Do what you wish. This does seem
Eh,
rather urgent, though.
I guess. And I guess I wouldn't be upset with your company either.
That makes one of us.
I'll be right back real quick.
You know what? I'd be happy to go with you, Brachus. And I'm gonna go to Imam and say, how much is it for a to resurrect a temple?
I meant to say erect a temple. That was a slip of the mouth.
Erect a temple of Maleki.
I do not know. We would have to find a priest.
Because surely one needs to be here to give homage to Badger's sacrifice, and I will give him 500 platinum.
He blinks, dumbfounded, the literal fortune he's now been handed. I will see what can be done. This is incredible.
The city sacrificed a lot.
The Iron Steps will thank you.
Make
You
it
are
into a
heading
great
soon.
city.
Allow us, please, to have a small ceremony of recognition, at least, so that all who survive will know who you are and what you have done for us.
Of
We will
course.
have horses and food packs prepared for you. Please, let us do this little.
I don't do this for glory, Mom. I will take care of the dead and be on my way if you don't mind.
He does a deep sigh and turns pleading eyes to Urfer to see if he will be swayed.
Baracus, don't you think these people need some hope, some symbol of strength that Paylor is going to continue to protect them and guide their city towards righteousness? Please, you must stay.
I don't really wish to be made into an idol, but if it will expand the hope of Paylor, I guess I should.
All right. As you attend to the dead, just before around noon, Imam gets his way and puts on a small ceremony, with a very humble but as great a feast as possible with the survivors of the city. You doubt everybody is there, but you catch sight of many of the Knacks. You even at one point are pretty sure you see a familiar-looking dwarven face peeking through the crowd. Though when you go to apprehend or to speak with him, he goes missing. You're greeted with great aplomb and joy as people realize what you've done. At the end of the ceremony, horses are indeed prepared with packs of food prepared for your journey north. As you set out on the road,
Totally interrupt. Who are you talking to?
Baracus and Urfer, the only two left in the city.
Okay.
You leave behind you a great burning pyre of Trevok's body, with promises and whispered comments. A statue will be raised in his honor as well. A pyre with Helm's body burns nearby as well. As you approach the Damaran border, a military contingent meets you and forms an escort leading you north. Belmar, you are exposed to a hidden mystery of the greater Druidic orders as you watch as Badger is interred within the earth.
Before he is interred, I'd like to go over and say a few words to him in Druidic. Not really, I don't have anything prepared. I also want to make sure that the dagger of Maleki is like on his chest, and with a tear in my eye, I'm going to put a celestial acorn in his hand, and then let Dranus do his thing.
As the ceremony comes to a close, you feel an oaken hand resting upon your shoulder. You turn over your shoulder, you realize you are in the presence of Sylvanus' avatar. End campaign.
Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to do.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Me too. I wanted to thank the Knacks.
Nope.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, buddy.
These stories never go quite where I expect them to, but they're always it's always an entertaining ride.
Haha, Canada, I convinced you to stay as a symbol of hope for the people.
You made a compelling point.
That was a small victory.